Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories. Hello all the way from South Africa, Anti-Matrix. Hi! Boy, do I have a story to tell you. I recently shared this story with my mom and we both can't seem to make sense of it. Both these incidents happened in 2022 when I was hospitalized and ended up in a coma for about 7 days. Oh my God. My bed in the ICU was between glass walls that separated me from other patients. I remember that when I eventually woke up from the coma, every time I looked at the wall/window, I would see a lot of digits going up and down the glass. If I could describe it, I'd say similar to the codes that Neo saw in the Matrix. I don't remember when that ended, but all I know is that the codes would be clearer every time I woke up from a nap. Were they green like in the Matrix too? 2 or 3 days after I woke up from my coma, I remember lying in my bed just about to fall asleep when all of a sudden I felt a jolt. It felt like my spirit had left my body and suddenly saw myself standing in the middle of the hospital reception. The reception area was eerily quiet, dead, with no patients, no visitors, no one. A voice came from the intercom greeting me by name. This is what it said. "Hi, Anne. Don't be afraid. This is a simulation. It is a test. The aim is to see where your priorities lie. Your test is about to begin in 3, 2, 1. What? This is crazy. As soon as the voice disappeared, I found myself at a train station. This time I wasn't alone, but with my then 10-year-old daughter. I remember that there was chaos at the station. A shooter was on the loose, and all I remember was me trying to run away with my daughter in my hand. I remember vividly the pains I felt as I was trying to run. I remember the sensation of all the tubes and the drains I had pulling against my skin. Wait, so you were at a train station, but you were still hooked up to like all the hospital things? Was there like an IV behind you? When I realized I couldn't outrun the shooter, I found a small cabinet and told my daughter to get in it and keep quiet because we were going to be playing hide and seek. I told her I would be back for her. Oh my God. As soon as my daughter had gotten in the cabinet, the shooter approached me. Just as he was about to fire the gun, the voice came back on the intercom and told me that I'd passed this round. It went on to say that I would be tested again, but would not know when or how. A couple of seconds later, I remember my soul falling back into my body. I remember waiting and fighting to open my eyes because I knew what I had just experienced was no dream. Was I supposed to die in a parallel universe? Was I brought back here because I showed unconditional love for my daughter? Okay, firstly, do you have a daughter in real life is my first question. I guess I should say, do you have a daughter in this reality? What were those codes about? Were you like seeing the Matrix because you were not like fully in it? You were not fully back conscious in your body yet? And I wonder why they gave you a test and then put you back in your body. Like if you would have failed that test, would you have died and like not woken up from your coma? Maybe they were seeing if you were learning the things that you're supposed to be learning in this lifetime. And if you weren't, maybe they would be like, all right, let's like pull the plug on this life and then she can start another one. This is such a crazy story. I need to know what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know. And thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm Anti-Matrix. And if you like stories like this, make sure that you hit that follow button and send yours in. Send it right here.